everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Dolphins going up against the Seahawks. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Evergreen State and CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks. Hello again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton, and partner, I think we can safely sum up the goal of this final week of the preseason with 3 simple words. Don't get hurt.
And make sure you follow that mantra, okay? We cannot have you hurt going into the season, but you're exactly right. Starters will play very little, if at all, in this game. A lot of guys fighting to make the roster because after this game's over, we get down to the 53-man number, and guys will be fighting like mad to be included in it.
Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by a young man making his first NFL start. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Now it's Ajayi. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. And on your screen, the offensive starters, Jarvis Landry, a guy that we profile.
Love his game. Not only is he going to beat you with athleticism, he's going to outwork you as well. And look for him to hurt you also in the kick return game.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
Earl Thomas has the speed, quickness, and skills to be a cornerback in the NFL, and I think he would have been a good one. But playing in the middle of this field as a free safety, I think he's the best eraser in the NFL. Takes care of any mistakes that happen in front of him and hardly ever lets anything get over his head.
They run with Ajayi. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They were in the 4-3. Mike linebacker made a great tackle.
And when that happens, generally it means that the guys up front, the 4 down defensive linemen, have absorbed all the blockers and allowed him to run free to the football. He ends up with a textbook tackle.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their 5'11 quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
He's always been an incredible decision maker on the field. Takes care of the ball really well, puts his team in the right positions, makes sure the play calls are accurate. Also was a minor league baseball player. Didn't hit very well there. I think he made a great career choice picking football.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
On second down, Wilson. And this one's incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And it's 3rd and short. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. They're able to locate Wilson. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And let's run through the Dolphins defense.
As the wide receivers that run around NFL fields today evolved into these basketball power forwards and small forwards that we see that go and play the game above the rim, Byron Maxwell's the type of corner that can guard them. Has the same type of a build, also has the agility and the speed to keep up with them, and he doesn't mind going up to get the ball himself.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. And Pete Carroll looks like he likes his chances with the offense on the field. They're going for it on 4th. Wilson on the keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
When a quarterback sneak is run well, many at home wonder, what's so tough about that? Just take the snap and move forward. But it really pays to be shifty like a Russell Wilson because you have to know where the hole is and get there quickly.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. On first down, McCord. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Sheldon Richardson breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll power his way up near the 25. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Off the play fake. McCoy. And he has Carew. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
This is Ajayi. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground right there at the 43. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Looking to throw on second down. McCoy. Thomas has got it. Complete. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. This is Williams. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Right at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
On second down, it's Drake. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And Aguayo's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starts with C.J. Preseason. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Come on, let's go.
Now Kaepernick, his first toss off the bench. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A second down carry for Preseason. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Flex round! Flex round! Here we go!
They'll hand it off to Preseason. And able to work his way down to the 16. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
Throwing is Kaepernick on 3rd down. He'll dump it off to Preseason. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Out there now to kick this one off. Now Damian Williams to return it. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. First down now, but the clock continues to move. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Kaepernick now on first down. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Seahawks on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. He hits his running back, Preseason. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And now a first down following that long gain. Kaepernick to throw again. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. Larry, apologies. No halftime this week. I think we, like everyone, are anxious to get done with this preseason. So let's get straight to the action in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here we go. What? Nothing. What? Nothing.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. It's a solid pickup of 11, and it's second down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Come on, let's go.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage. And that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll toss it out to Carson. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Picked up a first down.
And a little floater there is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there, because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. And that is incomplete.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he? Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. Now this time, Kaepernick will throw. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run it. This is Preseason. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it?
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Again, it's Williams. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
They're going to look to throw. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be taken at the 13. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll be brought down on what's going to to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On the handoff, this is Preseason. Finding room inside the 40. There he goes, left side. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Holding offense.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Here we go.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. And some room to maneuver. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Let's go.
On third down, that's Carson. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
They'll try the right side with Preseason. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
To throw, Kaepernick. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Seahawks on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Kaepernick. Open man, it's Vanette. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. It's the fullback from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
You remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Folk out there now to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
To throw now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sean Spence leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Now we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
To the right side, caught by Saleh. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right? And
this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now back to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
After that incompletion, I almost get the sense that he's going to look up at the booth and kind of look at us and say, hey, you guys got any suggestions? It's been that kind of game, hasn't it? They've had him on the run throughout.
Yeah, and I get that you're trying to make a play here losing 4th quarter, but to throw when you're not set with pressure coming could have been an interception.
Very much so, and it's been that kind of game for him. They've had him on the run, had him off balance. He's got to find a way to make some big-time throws down the stretch.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Again, they run. Again, it's precise. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Kaepernick. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st down, Preseason. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Kaepernick looking to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So they say we'll let that completed pass stand, and we'll bring up 3rd down instead as they decline it.
So they're comfortable with the yardage. The big thing to them is what you pointed out, getting it to 3rd down and making the play there.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Kaepernick. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And, Charles, I think when the schedule...